If you don't live near the court site or within driving distance, you can still participate in all the hearings and the trial. You can ask the court to participate by telephone. It is common for Alaska judges to grant these requests. It's simple to ask to participate by telephone in hearings. You'll file a special motion to ask permission. Fill in the requested information. State whether you need to be on the telephone for all hearings as well as the trial or just for a specific hearing. You must serve a copy of the motion documents to the other side. You must also fill out the certificate of service section stating that you gave the other side a copy of the documents. Other videos in this series discuss motions and service of process. If the judge grants the motion, the court will give you instructions about how to call into the hearing or trial. It's very important to be prepared when you come to court. This is your one opportunity to talk to the judge and explain your position. It becomes a little more challenging when you're on the phone because you have to plan ahead. In other words, if you come to court and you have exhibits to hand to the court or to the other side, you just walk forward, you hand it to the judge, you hand it to the other party. Well, if you're on the phone, you're unable to do that. So you need to make sure that you send all documents that you want anyone to look at and to consider ahead of time. Same thing with your witnesses. If your witnesses are going to need a piece of paper to look at while they're testifying, make sure that they have that document ahead of time. If possible, plan to be on a landline because sometimes there are problems with cell phones dropping the call during the hearing. Also, try to be in a quiet location without a lot of background noise so the judge will be able to hear you. Sometimes if people call us from their homes, they haven't made arrangements for the barking dogs, so we'll hear dogs barking, we'll hear children crying, or needing a mother's or father's attention. That makes it very difficult to have a hearing. If you have any witnesses that need to testify by telephone, you also must fill out a motion for witnesses to appear by telephone. You should talk to your witnesses ahead of time about the procedure for calling in or about how and when the court will contact them. If you need to present any documents, photographs, or other exhibits to the court, you'll need to mail them so that the judge has a copy to look at. Make sure you mail them far enough in advance so they arrive by the time of the hearing or trial. You also need to mail the other side a copy of any exhibits you send to the court. If you have any witnesses that need to see your exhibits for their testimony, then mail them a copy as well. So you should plan ahead, think about every possibility that you might encounter, and don't wait until the last minute.